Hey folks, welcome to the DoItYourselfDad channel. Today we are playing around with these guys. This is the smart lock from Wyze. We're actually going to be installing it on my door right here. And what this thing does, it's kind of neat. It just replaces the inside. It doesn't replace what's on the outside of the door. So that means you retain your keys. So if your whole house is keyed the same, you don't have to worry about that. And when somebody walks up to your house, they don't know you've got a smart lock. So let's get into the install. So the first thing we got to do, obviously, is we've got to open up the box and get into the guts of it. So we've got our installation guide here. Looks very, very simple, just like the other products we've used from Wyze. So we're gonna get going with that. It comes with batteries. Got this little sticker here because I'm one of the, I guess, the Wyze backers because I paid for the lock early. And that's been a question people have had, as if I'm getting paid from Wyze. I'm not. See, it says right there, I backed Wyze lock. I paid for this thing just like I paid for every other product from Wyze that I've had on the channel. But if you're from Wyze and you want to throw a couple bucks my way, I'm not going to say no. It's got obviously the lock here. And the only gripe I have about this is it's only available in this color, this kind of metallic color, and the rest of my locks on my front door are that rubbed bronze. So maybe they're coming out with one of those in the future. I hope they are, but in the meantime, this is still going to work real nice. It has this is basically a hub for it. You plug this into the wall and it communicates to the lock itself. See if there's anything else in here. Oh. And then they have the hardware, the little adapter plate for the lock. And it looks like here we've got a couple little adapter pieces if your lock doesn't line up with that. So let's get back out to the door. Let's get this sucker installed. So now we're gonna just remove the inner portion of our lock, and it's held in by 2 screws here. So now the screws out, the inner door lock can be removed. Now, it did come with a little piece of orange tape, and you can use that orange piece of tape to hold the outer door lock in place from the outside if you need to, if you think that's going to come off. So now we've got our inner door lock here, and our next step is there's a little mounting plate. This is the mounting plate, and this guy needs to slip over that center piece there. There's that pin. It's going to slip over that pin, and we're going to use the hardware that our lock originally came with that was in the door. We're going to run it back through, get those pieces lined back up. So now we've got them tightened down, but they're not snug. We can still move it around, and we want to be able to still move it around so we can get that little center piece. That's the actual part that flicks the lock back and forth. We want to get that nice and centered. So once we have that centered, and we have the entire lock mechanism centered as well, we can move over to the adapters, and there are several different adapters. Now you can see there's a green one, and there's different holes on the inside of the adapters. You want to find the hole that matches your lock. And that's what's nice about this, is it's pretty universal. So mine has a vertical slot just like these. We're going to find the one that fits it correctly. And that would definitely be the blue one. The blue one fits in there perfect. And once we've got that in there, we're going to double check, make sure that this thing is nice and level. And then we're going to tighten down the lock. With your mounting plate tightened down, we're now going to install the lock. Now the lock, the front of this thing is actually magneted on, so you can pull it off just like that. It comes off real easy, and you'll see inside there are 2 little screws, and those 2 little screws are going to line up with these 2 threaded posts right there. And there's also this little mechanism there. That's what mounts up with that piece there. So what you want to do is have this thing set in the unlocked position, have your door set in the unlocked position, and then line everything up. Once it's lined up, we can go in and tighten down those little screws in there. And we've got that all set. Now we can move on to the next part being getting this thing paired with the Wyze app. So the first step is getting the gateway here connected to the Wyze app. So we're going to install this into an outlet in the house and then jump into the app and get it paired up. So now we're gonna jump to our phone. We're gonna go into the Wyze app. We're gonna go up to these 3 little dots at the top, click that and hit add a product. And from there, we can scroll down to where it says Wyze Lock. And it's gonna tell us to plug the Wyze Lock into a gateway, which we did. Now it says the gateway should be flashing blue and red, which we just saw. So we're gonna hit next again. Wyze would like to use Bluetooth. So we're gonna say okay. So it found our gateway right there. And we're gonna connect it to our home network. With it connected to our network, we can now give it a device name. So we're just gonna call this Lock, because we only have one right now. And now with that, we're gonna begin the setup. So this actually walks us through the whole setup, which I guess we don't have to do because we've already done it. And now we're gonna put the batteries in the unit. It's actually got these handy little locks there that hold the batteries in. So with the batteries in the unit, it says we're going to press and hold the pair button until the lock beeps. There was that beep. We're going to hit next. And now it says we're done. So we are going to go to the calibrate, and we're going to close our door and manually lock the deadbolt. So it is manually locked. And now it asks us to partially close the door. And now we're going to close the door completely and manually lock the deadbolt again. And now it's going through its calibration process. And now we can give this lock a name. So we're going to say this is the front door. And the lock setup, it says, is complete. So with the lock setup complete, we're going to take our little magnetic plate, put it right back over the front. And here you can see on the phone, it does say it is locked. And now it's unlocked. Let's check out that, and it gives me a little notification right there that I unlocked the front door. Let's try to lock it again. And you can see that response time. It's actually really quick. Now, how I plan on using this thing, not only just for the convenience of being able to lock and unlock my door remotely, it's gonna tie into my home alarm. So when I arm my home alarm, this thing will check and make sure that it's locked. If it's not, it's going to lock itself. Also, when I put it into home mode, which is just the home security mode, it's also going to check and make sure the front door is locked. And again, if it's not locked, it's going to go ahead and lock itself. So it's going to add that extra layer of security for me. It's also going to give me the ability to let someone into my house if I don't make it home on time. It'll give my daughter the ability to let herself in if she forgets her key. So there's a lot of nice features with this. Now, I do have a link down below on where you can buy this. Right now, I got this early because I'm one of the Wyze backers, which means I paid for the lock. So they would send it to me early so I could test it out. But I do have a link where you can purchase these, and Wyze products are now being carried at Home Depot. So you may be able to pick it up at your local Home Depot as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching.